Hi class, let's do a little experiment. This blue dye represents dirt, soap scum and dead skin in your bath. Let's see if rinsing alone can get rid of it. Imagine this blue dye is all the grime left behind after a bath. Dead skin, body oils and soap residue. I'm going to rinse it away with water like most people do after a soak. And look at that. There is still residue left, just like real bath grime. Rinsing alone does not remove all of it. When you have a bath, your skin sheds millions of dead cells that mix with body oils, soap and minerals from your water. This creates a sticky film that water alone cannot break down. Studies have shown that bathtubs can harbour more bacteria than a toilet seat if they are not cleaned properly. You should use a proper cleaner. I'm using Cif cream cleaner, which contains gentle abrasives to break down the build-up. You can then scrub away to lift the grime, rinse it off, and now it's actually clean. Fun fact, the exact same thing happens in your washing machine if you don't keep it clean, so make sure you stay on top of that too. The end. Let's clean some of the most overlooked places in our kitchen. In at number one, it is underneath the cupboards. Go ahead and clean these with a cream cleaner. These can get really greasy, really grimy very quickly. So if you haven't done it in a while, now is your time to go and do it. In at number two, it is the cutlery drawer. Be brutally honest. When was the last time you cleaned this out? More often than not, crumbs will fall off the side and they will work their way into the cutlery drawer and they sit around lingering there like the cranberries, and it is just unhygienic. For this, you can just use a dish soap. Go ahead and wipe down the actual drawer itself and also your cutlery tray. If you've got a wooden cutlery tray like mine, do not saturate it. Wood does not like to be oversaturated. So wipe it with the dish soap and a damp cloth, and then you can go ahead and spray it with some hypochlorous acid. Hypochlorous acid resides within the human body. It is perfectly safe to use within our cutlery drawers. In at number three, we have got this utensil messy drawer. Mine is always looking like absolute chaos. I've got 3 teenagers that live here and my husband, and I am guilty sometimes of just throwing stuff back in. My top tip here for you guys is these takeaway boxes. Do not throw them away. They are ideal for storing things like cookie cutters. They make an ideal storage solution. So don't throw them away next time you get a takeaway. Go ahead and keep them. That is what the drawer now looks like. So much better. So much more organised. And finally, this is just a bonus tip. If you have lots of cloths, go ahead and get them into some sort of order. This is what I like to do with my cloths. It just makes it so much more manageable and I just think it looks aesthetically pleasing. If you want more tips, follow along and I will see you next time. The end. Here are 3 easy cleaning hacks from your cleaning and hygiene bestie. In at number one, we have lime scale removal from your kettle. For this, you're going to use concentrated vinegar, just 1 tablespoon, throw it in, swirl it around, and it goes almost instantly. In at number two, use this if you have got black taps. Get some parchment paper, rub it on, shiny side down, and this is going to repel any water, helping to avoid limescale buildup on your black taps. You're welcome. In at number 3, we have baking soda with dish soap. This is one of my favourite DIY cleaners, and I'm going to tell you why. It is so good at removing scuff marks on your skirting boards, on your white appliances, on your vacuum cleaners. If you've got a scuff mark, all you need to do is mix in some baking soda with some dish soap and just rub it on, and it will lift the scuff marks. This is a use it or lose it situation. So if you do have any of this left over, go ahead and also then use it on your sink. The baking soda, slightly abrasive, cuts through any dirt, while the dish soap cuts through any grease. Just call me Shakira, my tips don't lie. The end. Window tracks are one of the most overlooked spots in the home. Dust, dead skin cells, pollen and even mould spores love to live here. It's the spring clean along, so let's clean it up. Grab yourself some dish soap and add a tiny amount to some warm water. Then you're going to go ahead and get yourself your Perry the paintbrush. Paintbrushes work so well here because they get into all of the tiny little crevices, removing any dirt that is lingering. I am also using my OXO Good Grip here as well, just because it fits the tracks of my windows perfectly. Then once you have done all of your scrubbing and you are happy that there is no dirt left over, you can then go ahead and get a clean dry cloth and begin drying it. Please do not skip this process. You do not want a damp, soggy window track. It will grow mold and then you will just have to keep cleaning it. I did the outside as well for good measure because I can't help myself. Then you want to get yourself a hairdryer on the coolest setting and treat your window tracks to a blow dry. This is just to make sure that no damp and no moisture is left lingering here. This is how they now look. The end. Remove biro the easy way. You're going to go ahead and take yourself a plate, put it underneath the biro stain. This is to stop the biro from leaking through to the other side of the fabric. And then you're going to spray it with some isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl is a solvent and works very well at lifting biro stains. Once you've sprayed it, go ahead and get a dry, clean cloth and begin blotting at it until the stain begins to lift. You might need to do this a couple of times over, but eventually, as you can see here, the biro stain will transfer from the item of clothing that you are blotting across onto your cloth. Now you can go ahead and launder it as you usually would, and you've got clean clothes once more. Follow me for all your cleaning and hygiene needs from your cleaning and hygiene bestie. The end. Darling Deborah, here is what you're going to do. Go ahead and take your hob rings and put them in the sink with some soda crystals and hot water. Leave them to soak for around an hour and then you can start scrubbing them. Make sure you wear gloves. Soda crystals can be a bit aggravating on your skin. If you find the grease and grime hasn't shifted, it should have, but if it hasn't, you can use a tiny bit of Cif cream cleaner. This will definitely get them up beautifully. And once you've done that, you can rinse them off, let them dry, and your hob will be grease-free and beautifully shiny. The end. 5 things I do in my home every single day as a cleaning and hygiene consultant. In at number 1 is the kitchen sink. Statistically, kitchen sinks are actually dirtier than a toilet seat. So when I do my kitchen sink, I like to do the C before D method. If you are new here, welcome. We love to have you. The C before D method is you clean first, you disinfect afterwards. You are going to get the best clean by doing it this way. I'm going to explain why. The reason for this is when you're cleaning, you're removing the dirt buildup, and that will get away the dirt and some of the germs and bacteria. When you then go in afterwards with a disinfectant, you're allowing it to work to its full potential, and in turn, it then diminishes any leftover germs and bacteria that might be lingering, like the cranberries. Let's now move on to your sink bowls. These bowls are a haven for germs and bacteria. How do I know this? Because I've swabbed them. They are filthy. Make sure you're doing the exact same process on these bowls if you have them. My disinfectant of choice is hypochlorous acid. I cannot recommend this enough. It is perfectly safe to use. It resides within the human body. It is a dream product. It can be slightly spenny though. I also like to make sure that anything that surrounds the kitchen sink, so if you've got a dish drainer or anything like that that surrounds the sink, you want to make sure that you are also cleaning that down. Just use some dish soap for that. And then I also like to give my cloths a bleach bath. Moving on, number 2, light switches and door handles. These are a high touch area. They are very germy. Bacteria is transferred very easily here. You will end up with the cheese touch if you're not doing this every single day. In at number 3 is my kitchen cupboards. I do these every single day, including the handles, for the similar reason to the light switches and the door handles. In at number 4, we have a vacuuming. It will always make your house look instantly better. And finally, in at number 5, bleaching the toilets. The end. As a cleaning and hygiene consultant and someone who used to be an optical assistant, here is one thing that I never skip cleaning. It's contact lens cases. I'm going to tell you why they need cleaning, and I'm also going to show you the steps how to clean them the right way. Before you handle your lenses, make sure you thoroughly wash your hands. As a rule of thumb, happy birthday song twice. I'm not trying to be Boris Johnson, but that is what you have to do. That is factually correct. Then you're going to go ahead and get a cloth. A glass cleaning cloth works very well here. Place your lenses into the clean lids for now and put them to one side. Never use tap water when you are cleaning out your contact lens case. Tap water contains microbes that can cause serious eye infections. Fill it up with your contact lens solution only and give it a rub inside and outside. Then you can go ahead and refill it with your contact lens solution. Place the contact lenses back in and do exactly the same with the lids. You should aim to be doing this daily. If your lens case has bacteria on it, it can then transfer to your contact lenses, which in turn can transfer to your eyes. These glass cleaning cloths are really good because generally they don't shed fibres. Fibres, if they attach to your contact lenses, will make your eyes really grainy and irritated. And you're done. Thanks for joining me today, guys. If you're new here, don't forget to follow along. And remember, I'm like Shakira. My tips don't lie. Come back next time for some more cleaning and hygiene advice from your cleaning and hygiene fairy. Twinkle, twinkle. The end. Do you want to fall in love with your house again? If the answer is yes, then carry on watching this video. We are going to be doing an R&R. This is a reset and rearrange. I do this every single season. I pick a room in my house and I move the entire room around and I give it a deep clean. The reason I like to do this, and I encourage other people to do this, is when you do your regular daily cleans, there will be furniture in your house that isn't easily moved. So a lot of dust, a lot of debris, a lot of cobwebs will build up behind that furniture and it just sits there. It doesn't go anywhere. I also feel that by moving your room around, it does give your room a new lease of life, and this makes you mentally feel very good indeed. For today's R&R, we are going to be using sugar soap, a duster and a vacuum cleaner. I also have a glass cleaning cloth as well. Use a glove if you're using sugar soap. Sugar soap is so very good at cutting through grease and grime. So in your kitchen and in your bedroom and bathrooms, anywhere where there's anything kind of oily, so this includes things like beauty products, sugar soap is your friend. Make sure that you are wiping down absolutely everything to get rid of any grease and grime. There is no point in doing an R&R half-heartedly. You need to go all in, or don't do it at all. Okay, so once you've now wiped down everything, you can then go ahead and start deciding what the room layout is going to look like. Move your furniture to where you want it. Make sure that you are replacing the sugar soap every single time it gets dirty. Then you can go ahead and begin the task of placing your items into your wardrobes or whatever room you are deciding to R&R today. And that is it. I promise you, this will be a game changer when it comes to your cleaning. It will keep you on top of things. I'm a firm believer of mess is like a magnet. And if you've got mess, more mess will be attracted to it. Save this video for later and let me know in the comments if you will be embarking on your very own R&R. Until next time, keep it clean. The end.